of the most important skills that you can learn as a jazz pianist to sound great is to reharmonize and change the chord voicings within a particular tune in order to make it sound more lush, richer, and different. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to show you 5 different reharmonization techniques based on the same 2-bar phrase within the tune Moonlight in Vermont. The good news is that these reharm techniques are not that difficult to do. I've created sheet music with the exact voicings and the concepts behind them, and I'll explain them thoroughly. And also a little bit later, I'll go to the keyboard in the office and I'll use chordy to play them so that you can catch the notes if you don't read music that well, and also catch some of the fingerings. So number 1 isn't necessarily a full reharm technique, but why it's important is that you can take a look at the chord voicings and learn some things about making rich voicings. So essentially, you've got an E-flat chord to open up with, and then some inner movement in the bass line. You can hear that. And then here as well. So it's going from B-flat sus to B-flat 7, flat 9. All right, let's move on to number 2. This is called parallel chords. That means you pick a chord voicing which includes the melody note on top, and in this case we're going to use a 5th below and then a 5th on top. And then you're going to follow that through the actual scale, so an E-flat scale. And all you do is move in tandem both hands. There isn't anything in that that's outside of the scale. And then you get to the F minor 9 chord, and then a little bit different for the B flat 13 flat 9 chord. It has this minor second in the bottom, right here between these 2 notes. So let me play the whole thing again. Kind of beautiful, yes? The next one is what we call tritone subs, or tritone substitutions. And that means that instead of starting on E flat, you're going to start on the tritone sub, which is A, and then pick your chord. In this particular case, we're going to use a half diminished 7th chord, or A minor 7 flat 5. Right away, you can hear that's a very different sound, especially if you start at the tune here. Then go to the A half diminished 7th for the next line. Okay? So the first chord is A half diminished 7th, then D7 with a sharp 9, which is here, and a sharp 5. Then going to G, and then another tritone sub, which is G flat major 7th, and then F minor 9, and then the same B flat 13 flat 9 voicing we had before. So one more time. Remember, we've got the sheet music link coming up so that you can download and learn them for yourself. Number 4 is drop 2 voicings. What that means is, let's say we have an E flat 6 chord in root position. What you would do is you would drop the second note from the top, which is B flat, down to the bass. So you get this kind of sound. And then all you do is use the same drop 2 voicings for each of the different chords. And then it ends with a tritone substitution. Instead of B flat 7, it's E7. Let me play it one more time. And then finally, number 5, which is not necessarily a reharm technique, but a piano technique, we're using grace notes. So instead of just playing the chord, you're going to precede it with a grace note. And you can see the grace notes which precede the chord just in front. You can use one or all of them. It's up to you. It's kind of a neat sound. Like I say, it's not necessarily reharm, but just a really good way to make your playing sound different. One more time, instead of playing them all, let's play the first one and the third one. Kind of a neat sound, yeah? All right, let's skip over to the office, play them using chords so that you can see the notes light up in blue. That might help you a little bit. And then after that, I'll post a link to the sheet music. All right, let's put a link to the sheet music. It's up here in the corner. It's also in the description below. It's absolutely free to download. All you need is an email address and it's yours. And if you got some good value from this video, consider giving it a thumbs up and maybe even making a comment below, which I will absolutely respond to. And if you liked the concepts in this video, I did a video recently about how to really make your 3/4 times swing really hard. I'm going to put a link to that video next. It's right here.